Welcome to Mom's Life Made Simple, the podcast for moms who want to go from chaos to calm, from overwhelmed to organized, and to find balance between family responsibilities and personal growth. I'm your host, Chanel Nielsen. Let's make mom life simple. Hello and welcome to Mom's Life Made Simple. I'm your host, Chanel Nielsen, and today we are talking all about Mom's Life Made Simple group coaching. So we're going to go through some frequently asked questions and really what to expect in the program. So the first thing I want to talk about is, what do you actually learn in Mom's Life Made Simple? So, to start off, the format for Mom's Life Made Simple is with live group lessons. So I come every week, we sit down together on Zoom and I teach, and that's followed by group coaching. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about the format in just a second. Let me go through each of the lessons and what you actually learn each week. So we have 3 months, so there's 12 weeks of content that we go through. The first week, we talk about your future self. And each week, there's a goal for the learning as well as a key habit for the learning. So, what I've done in setting up Mom's Life Made Simple is, it's not like a bunch of big homework assignments and big things you have to go do and read and learn. You come to our sessions every week, and then you walk away with a new tiny habit, and you learn how to put those tiny habits into practice. And then over the course of 12 weeks, you're building little habit upon little habit. So week 2, you learn about the big 3, which is prioritizing the important over the urgent. Week 3, we learn about spiritual creation. This one I love so much. Spiritual creation is about, we learn about faith. We know the concept of faith from, a gospel perspective, but how do you actually exercise faith to bring things to pass in your life? Week 4 is about morning and evening routines because, as you know, the way you start and end your day matters. You're setting yourself up with those bookends for success by starting your day right, and the way that you frame your day at the end of the day matters too. Week 5 is habits. So here we're going to break down the science of habits and really understand how to create habits that stick and what might be getting in your way of having the habits that support the life that you want to have. Week 6 is self-coaching. So in week 6, we use the coaching model to help solve any problem. This has been really helpful for people because what it does is kind of shifts your thought process and the paradigm, the way that you think about thinking. And when you have this model, and beyond just having it, learning how to put it into practice, and we do a lot of practice on this week with the model, you're going to see your problems and challenges in a whole new light. Week 7 is on weekly design. You'll learn how to hold a weekly review so that you're not just going through the motions of your life. And this is something I see a lot when clients first come to me. There are these things that we need to do. There are things that are just, they're on the agenda, but we never stop to ask, should they be there? Does this make sense? Is this the life that I want to have? Weekly reviews give you this space in your life to step back and say, how are things actually working? And is this what I want? And then to reevaluate. And so I'll give you a system to do that. Week 8 is on simplifying the physical. You've heard me say it before, less stuff makes your life simpler. And so week 8, we're going to dive into keeping our physical stuff simpler so that we then free up some mental space. And week 9 goes deeper into the mental side of simplifying. Our mental patterns, what we think and the way that we think and what's going on in our mind, can really help us either to live in chaos or to be in calm. And we want to be in that calm place where we're choosing how we want to act and we're not automatically reacting. And so we're going to work with and learn more about the mental patterns that allow us to do that. Week 10 is spiritual creation part 2. So in this lesson, this might be my favorite lesson I tell my kids I don't have favorites, you're all my favorites, and I guess these lessons are all my favorite lessons, but I just really love, what happens when people learn spiritual creation because you actually use your mind to create the life that you want to have. And the results that come out of this week are awesome. It is so fun to have people report back what they did just by changing the way that they think. And it's so much fun. Okay, week 11 is reflection. So with week 11, we're really coming to understand what have we learned and how can we take these habits and continue on with them? What are some of the roadblocks going to be? Because my goal for Mom's Life Made Simple is not that you come in and have this awesome 3-month experience, you make some friends, it was cool, and then you go on your merry way. No, my goal is that this is life changing because you're creating habits that stick so that after you've gone through the program, you still have those habits and they become part of just who you are and what you do. And you will continue to evolve those habits into a way that works for you, but you'll do it in an intentional way that creates intentionally that future self you want to have. And then finally, week 12 is straight on coaching or special training. It's really reserved for topics requested by the group for review or just coaching as needed. So I kind of leave that one open to allow for whatever that particular group needs. So I want to talk a little bit about what is coaching because I mentioned we do a lesson as I've just outlined, and then it's followed by coaching. So we're together in a Zoom group, and there's however many people are in each group, right? And then people are going to just talk about and ask about their struggles. Now, with me as a coach, my goal and purpose in coaching is not to tell them all my answers. Like, "Oh, you have this problem. Well, let me tell you how to solve it. Let me tell you what the answer is to your dilemma." Because quite honestly, with coaching, what we do is help you find your own answers and really help to see what you're thinking by asking good questions, by diving into what might be holding you back, by helping you see and understand your own thoughts, your own thought patterns, your own subconscious patterns and ways of thinking. And so I mainly do that by talking you through whatever's going on. And it's really powerful as we go through this process that not only do you get to ask your own questions, but you also get to hear the other questions people ask. And that does two things. One, you learn from other people's questions, right? Sometimes people are asking questions that maybe we should be asking but didn't think of. And when we hear those, we can learn from what goes on. It also helps us to better coach ourselves because we see that, oh, as these questions are being asked, she's coming to an answer, and you can start to do that with yourself. You can start to ask and answer your own questions. And finally, it builds friendships. We are open and vulnerable, and we are in this place where we're sharing hard things sometimes. And those can be hard, and for whatever reason, we can hold ourselves back when we're with, our our neighbors or church friends or whoever. But this is a space where we allow for that vulnerability, and that level of openness also opens us up for friendships. And so, one of the things that I have changed in this go round, I've mentioned that there's been some changes, is even more and greater connection throughout the week so that we can really build on those friendships. And that'll be done through Marco Polo so that you can really share certain things that you're working on and things not even related because it's all part of your journey. Um, the Marco Polo will also allow you to get coaching through the week because sometimes things come up and they're not on the day that we're meeting and you want that little bit of extra support. And so that is available to you too. Um, I've also added this go around pre and post assessments And the reason for that is because it's so powerful to really take stock of where you are now in your life. And then at the end of 3 months to assess and really be able to tangibly see the areas that you're growing. Um, with, say, a weight loss program or like a business, in 3 months, you would be able to get on the scale or you'd be able to look at your bank account and see numbers. In a program like this, the metrics are not as much numbers based, but there are measurable and tangible outcomes. And so this pre and post assessment is going to allow you to better and more clearly see that. So that's something that I'm excited about adding in. Finally, to finish up, I wanted to just read a few quotes from previous Mom's Life Made Simple clients. So one said, I truly feel so supported with Chanel and her MLS coaching. That is awesome. I want for you to have that same level of support. It is support from me. It's also support from the others in the group. I feel empowered to be the best version of myself. Isn't that exciting? I have a big grin on my face because yes, that's what you want, to be the best version of yourself and to not be held back by old thoughts, old patterns, by, erroneous ideas that you have to do it all or that you can't do the things that you want to do because of what you think motherhood is supposed to look like. And finally, last quote, MLMS, Mom's Life Made Simple, helped me refine my path in so many ways, and I'm excited to see where it leads. And I'll just conclude with my thought, which is that's the point. This is gonna be an awesome experience for you, and it's going to lead to even bigger and better things. So thank you for being here this week. If Mom's Life Made Simple is calling to you, if you feel like, you know what, this might just be the next step for me, then go to chanelnielsen.com/coaching. That is where you can sign up to have a call. We will chat. I'm not scary. We'll have a nice conversation and really see if it's a good fit. I look forward to talking to you. Have a great day. Bye. Thanks for listening to Mom's Life Made Simple. Need some help making your mom life simple? I offer group coaching programs using my 4-step method called the MOMS Method. This is a process of manifestation, organization, mobilization, and simplification that will give you the balance, progress, and joy you're looking for. Visit chanelnielsen.com or find me on Instagram or Facebook at Chanel Nielsen Coaching. I love to hear from you. Reach out with your questions, your feedback, and let me know how I can help make your mom life simple.